they went back to the very principle that it is at the grassroots that you can really make a difference and have a breakthrough. How? Well, they were confronting some of the industrial giants that extended well into the middle of the century of these large corporations. They looked at these fancy high-end superstores in New York and Philadelphia and Los Angeles, and they looked at some of the way it was working. They say, wait a minute, there is money on the table left there. Guess what they did? Mr. Samuel went straight back to selling things to the common man. Walmart, you will never find a fancy Tiffany, whatever. You will find things that are everyday, common, community American or resident. Effectively, they took the game of making money, not necessarily the game of public good, but the game of making money down to the grassroots where it mattered.
But not paying your workers right, not paying
That's
owners
true.
right. And then you're negotiating with these big people for very little, you know.
And buy products from Japan.
Yeah, if I can bring up a point, and I think it's right, we're getting kind of philosophical, but I think it's important. We're taught that the way our country works is that our own pursuit of money is what makes things the best. And I think that is coming up short of the lesson we need to hear. Right. And if you were to talk to any business school person, they would tell you that your pursuit of profits is what's going to make your country better. And I think there needs to be an extra part where you have some concern for society. And I don't think that that's commonly taught. And I think Walton's idea, the first part was good, in that he was looking to make things better for the common man, and he was using entrepreneurship. That was the good part. Where it went bad is when they lost any interest in the impact on people, is where it went wrong. And I think if we had, maybe if we were brought up differently to think about that, think of it together, then I think we would have a better situation.
I think, well,
can I just add, one thing, go back to your risk, mitigating risk. There's no real science around this, everything everyone has said already, but one of the things that I actually didn't know I was following this principle, but I actually ended up being following it, but I found out about it later. Is, you get in so deep that it takes just as much time and effort to get out as it is to complete. And that's where we are. That's kind of like where we are. You gotta win. If you faced with, like Jeff, you ain't no way out.
When the steel goes up, that thing's got to be completed.
You gotta win. And so one of the ways is taking that kind of risk and getting that deep into something is something I think all of us have done. But I think as a way, as a guiding principle, that's another way that we can get leadership. Because leadership is overcoming some of the challenges we just heard about just now. Leadership is getting people, identifying issues that we know are crippling. And ignorance is a disease. It is our cancer. And so that kind of ignorance is all over us. It runs the gamut. The bottom line is ignorance, and it eats at the core of our abilities to be successful for the common good, for the common man. And so what we have to do, what we are doing, is providing that leadership and fighting to ensure that, you're in the way, you're going to run you over. How that thing,
Force of nature.
no, well,
It have to be a force of
well,
nature.
it's a guy had says either lead, follow, or get out of the way. And that's the approach. That's another way you mitigate risk. that tractor trailer coming down that highway at 100 miles an hour, fully loaded, and you in a little Volkswagen, you want to get out the way. And we got to create more tractor trailers that's fully loaded. They can move at 100 miles an hour.
And we can if you have my bag.
I got your back.
So it's just after 7 o'clock. I really want to give the audience an opportunity to ask some questions, to comment as they deem appropriate. This is supposed to end at 7:15. So, young man.
Yeah, you must be talking